The recently leaked sparring footage showing Jake Paul going head-to-head with Mike Tyson has sent chills through social media. What's causing a stir is the fact that Jake Paul ended up in the hospital after the intense sparring session with Tyson.
All right, Jake, I'm filming.
So guys, I'm in the hospital. I had an accident. I'm still gonna be able to fight August 6th, so get your tickets at msg.com before they sell out. But I broke my back carrying the promotion for this event. It's broken.
Oh, Jake, you good?
Nurse!
Jake,
Nurse, more morphine!
Oh my God.
I broke my back carrying the last 5 fights of promotion.
You're used to this.
My opponents never sell
Do
shit.
something.
Oh, it hurts!
Do something.
It hurts!
Now, everyone is wondering if Jake Paul will even be able to continue his fight with Mike Tyson.
August, I'm back, baby.
This is quite alarming, as reports suggest that Paul sustained a serious injury, reportedly breaking his back during the intense encounter. This gives us doubts on Paul's readiness for his upcoming bout against Tyson, as a back injury of such magnitude could severely prevent his ability to compete effectively in the ring. With such conditions, facing Tyson will now appear even more daunting for Paul. He must make himself ready for the physical toll of his injury, in addition to the mental challenge of preparing for such a high-stakes fight. Jake Paul appeared to struggle against the seasoned veteran. Many are surprised by Tyson's skill and agility. Meanwhile, Jake Paul's background as a YouTuber turned boxer has come under a lot of heat, with some questioning his ability to hold his own against such a formidable opponent. On the other hand, Mike Tyson showcased his power in the sparring session against Jake Paul. Tyson's fighting style and techniques were on full display, demonstrating that he hasn't lost his touch despite the passage of time. His agility, speed, and power were reminiscent of his prime years in the ring, leaving many impressed by his continued skill and ability to outmatch opponents. Dana White, president and CEO of UFC, expressed his thoughts on the matter. After seeing the sparring footage, I am now convinced that Mike Tyson still got the punch. Jake Paul is not going to last long in the fight. I'm sure of that. Michael Bisping, a well-known celebrity and former UFC champion, also didn't hold back in expressing his thoughts on the matter. Jake Paul should be ashamed of himself, Bisping remarked. He should be honored that he got a sparring match against Tyson. To have a professional boxing match against him is way overboard. As the highly anticipated showdown between Mike Tyson and Jake Paul approaches, Tyson has been diligently preparing for battle, determined to silence any doubts about the legitimacy of the matchup. In an effort to showcase his readiness and prove his critics wrong, Tyson has been steadily releasing footage from his intense training camp. The most recent footage captures Tyson relentlessly pounding the pads with precision and ferocity, demonstrating his unwavering focus and determination to emerge victorious in the upcoming bout. In the midst of his rigorous training sessions, Tyson couldn't resist sharing his thoughts on the current group of boxers in the sport. Many fans interpreted his comments as a direct jab at Jake Paul, suggesting that Tyson views the YouTube sensation as more interested in fame and fortune than in the true essence of boxing. With a hint of nostalgia and perhaps a touch of frustration, Tyson boldly proclaimed, "I would have destroyed every single heavyweight of today. These guys are just businessmen. I was a killer." Tyson's fans really think he'd quickly knock out Jake Paul if they ever fought. They're saying Tyson was super good at knocking people out fast in the past. They're sure he'd do the same to Paul because Tyson's punches were just too strong. They're saying Paul wouldn't stand a chance against Tyson's power and skill. They're imagining Tyson landing a huge punch early in the fight and Paul going down fast. Basically, they're saying Tyson would win easily, and just like he did in his old fights. And yes, they say that this is what would happen to Jake Paul.
Good shots. He just doesn't quite get there.
There's a left by Reddick. A left.
What a counterpunch.
Hey, you okay? Come to me. The bell is sounded to end the third.
Roy Jones Jr. doesn't think Jake Paul can handle a punch from Tyson. He said in an interview that when Tyson hit him, it felt like a mule kicked him in the chest. He doesn't think Jake can take it, especially on the chin. "The first time he hit me in the chest, it felt like a mule had kicked me in the chest." He continued, "I don't think Jake Paul is going to be able to take that. It might hit him on the chin like that, we'll see, but it's going to be tough." Now, fans can get pretty funny when they argue about who's going to win. Sometimes they say things that are just too silly. Like this one person who said, if Tyson doesn't win Jake and his entire team must be investigated for fraud scam, it's like they're taking it super seriously. But really, lots of folks are rooting for Mike Tyson because he's so skilled, not just because he's famous. But for every fan cheering on Mike, there's someone else not so happy about it. Like that video we talked about before, one person left a comment saying it was only 6 seconds for a reason. They think Tyson might have cut the video short, so we wouldn't see if he was having a tough time in training. Yeah, it's kind of fishy. Nowadays, people post videos that are like a minute long or more. But Mike Tyson, he's just dropping these super short clips like that 6-second one. Makes you wonder what's really going on behind the scenes, huh? Some commenters are getting real skeptical. Like, they're saying Tyson's just speeding up the footage to make it seem like he's still got that lightning speed. But deep down, they're kind of hinting that Tyson might be past his prime now. It's like they're throwing shade at his age. Of course, despite the rough sparring footage with Tyson, Jake Paul's confidence remains unshaken. He's not backing down, insisting he'll come out on top. In fact, he's doubling down on his confidence, boldly proclaiming he'll be the one to knock Tyson out cold. It's a bold statement considering the legends Tyson has faced in the ring, but Paul seems undeterred. My sights are set on becoming a world champion, and now I have a chance to prove myself against the greatest heavyweight champion of the world, the baddest man on the planet and the most dangerous boxer of all time. Time to put Iron Mike to sleep, Paul wrote on social media. Jake Paul further lit the flames of anticipation with his recent comments. He didn't shy away from acknowledging Mike Tyson's legendary status, referring to him as the greatest heavyweight of all time and the most vicious KO artist ever. However, Paul quickly shifted focus to his own strengths, emphasizing his youth, speed, and dedication to improving his skills. He's the greatest heavyweight of all time, the most vicious KO artist ever. But I'm younger, I'm faster, and I'm going to be working my ass off to get stronger. Shane Mosley, a famous boxer, is backing Jake Paul. He believes that Jake Paul will do great in the fight. Mosley shared his thoughts on social media, praising Jake Paul's commitment to getting stronger for the match against Mike Tyson. Mosley didn't say if Jake Paul will win, but he seems really impressed with him. Before, he was all about Tyson, but now he might be thinking Jake has a shot. As the fight approaches on July 20th, 2024, everyone's excited. Who will come out on top between Jake Paul and Mike Tyson? It's the big question on everyone's mind. Let's hear your predictions. Who do you think will win? Share your thoughts with us below as we count down to the big day.
We haven't gotten high, had sex.
Can you bring me through like your mindset, like why putting aside cannabis for the fight specifically? Like what is in that decision?
Discipline. You know, discipline, doing what you love to do, what you love to do, doing what you hate to do, but doing it like you love it. You know, I hate not being able to smoke. I'm doing it like I love it. I hate not to be able to sleep with my wife. I'm doing it like I love it.
Right, yeah. And is there something like that cannabis does that you don't want?
No, no, it has nothing to do with it. Because I want it, I won't do it.
It's gonna be a great fight. I'm looking forward to it.
Do you wish it was a sanctioned fight and not an exhibition like it's gonna be?
No, because I would feel really bad for Jake Paul. I don't want him to get hurt.
Gotcha.